Hello everyone, I am Mansi Prabhavalkar and I am a cloud integration architect with Aqua Security. Today I'm going to show you how to deploy Aqua CSP on an ECS cluster via the AWS Marketplace. As you can see, I'm already on the Marketplace page. You can find us by going to Discover Products and searching for Aqua. Aqua provides two offerings, one for ECS as well as for EKS. But today I'm just going to focus on the ECS integration. Aqua Security offers you a pay-as-you-go service for the ECS cluster, which costs only 35 cents per hour per ECS node that you deploy. This cost is irrespective of the size of the ECS node that is a part of your cluster. Now, the integration is deployed via a CloudFormation wizard. But before you can do that, you have to have an ECS cluster in your environment. Now, for the purpose of this video, I have already created my ECS cluster beforehand. And as you can see, it has two EC2 instances running as a part of it. Now, let's go ahead and continue to subscribe and start with the integration. This page describes the terms and conditions that Aqua has laid out for this integration. Make sure you review it before you continue to configuration. The fulfillment option here is set to pay as you go for ECS, and by default it is locked to the latest version of the software. But you can use the drop down and select any specific version that you want, but I'm going to just deploy the latest and the greatest one. And we continue to launch. This page takes you to the CloudFormation template that is actually going to do the work for us. Make sure that you're in the right region. This should be the region where your ECS cluster exists. Mine is in Northern California, so that's what I'm going ahead with. Now you have to just fill in some of the parameters that are relevant to your environment. This includes ECS cluster name. So we go back to our ECS tab, get the cluster name from here. Next up is the security group that your ECS cluster uses. So again, we go back to ECS. We click on one of the EC2 instances. This is the easiest way of getting the security group. So you can see there is the security group section. Click on it and get the security ID. Next up is the VPC ID. You can go to your ECS tab and click on the small gear icon. And at the very end of the list, you see the options for subnet ID and VPC ID. And here you can just easily get those variables out of there. Input the CIDR. Next, go for the subnet IDs. We have two subnets as a part of deployment. This is the first one. And then the second one. Aqua needs an external load balancer. So again, we need to add those two subnets for our load balancer subnet. So we got the 23 one. And let's get the second one. The Aqua Security configuration, this parameter basically allows you to restrict access to your Aqua Web Console. So I'm just going to use my VPN endpoint so that you're completely secure. Next up is the section for RDS. So Aqua database is deployed as an RDS configuration in AWS because managed databases are easier to manage, as you know. You can enter your favorite username for the user and the password. Make sure that this is compliant with the AWS password requirements. And you can also do a multi-AZ deployment, but just for the demo's sake, I'm just going to keep it easier and set it to false. False. Once we have filled out everything, we just have to acknowledge that it's going to create some IAM resources for us in order to execute the template, and just click on create stack. Once you click on it, it takes several minutes for the deployment to go through. Just to be safe, wait for an additional 10 to 15 minutes for the load balancer to come up. But once your CloudFormation template is completely deployed and it says that the create is complete, you can go ahead and see the resources that it has created for you. And then go to the Outputs tab to just retrieve the URL for the Aqua Web Console. When you log in for the first time, it's going to tell you to create the administrator user account. Make sure you remember the password that you input. Next up, it's going to ask you for an Aqua license. If you do not already have a license, you can just click here, fill out this simple web form, and a license will be generated and emailed to you instantly. I have a license handy here. Just click on send. And there you go. You have the Aqua CSP deployed. You can go back to your ECS console and look at the services just to be sure that all the components are deployed properly and are active. You can come back to the Aqua console and look at the infrastructure to see that it has picked up the 2 ECS hosts that we had just added. You can also click on enforcers and make sure that it is connected to both the enforcers. So it's running one enforcer per EC2 instance that you deploy as a part of the ECS cluster. Let's go back to the infrastructure and see that the hosts are scanned properly and are compliant. Thank you so much for watching this video. For any questions or issues regarding the Aqua CSP deployment, please contact cloud support at cloudsupport@aquasec.com.